that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, here we go. What? 90.
From the gun, Kaiser. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. The 20. Throw left side complete. It's Reynolds. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Ajayi. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jay Ajayi, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the interception, Kaiser. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's a give to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Flex round! Flex round!
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Kaiser and the offense staying put. They're going for it. Fourth down, Kaiser. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Back now in Miami. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Second down, Kaiser. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
Now, loose football. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw here. On the left side, this is Stills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.